Good afternoon. Jason here, Birchfield Family Farm. Oh, well, the weather's caught up with us. We hit teens last night, mid-20s today. I think we're supposed to hit 30 maybe, but whew. Everything gets twice as hard when it gets cold. Below freezing anyway for extended periods. Ice out here today, busting up ice on the waters. And I'm actually gonna move these guys into paddock 2 here from 3 because less work hauling water. Let's get after it. All right, so the really good news is our heat tape around the pipes on the big tanks up there has done its job. That is unfrozen water we've got. But obviously the line running out to their tanks, obviously that was frozen solid. So we'll pull off some water by the bucket here, fill their tank that way for now. Mr. Matt's supposed to come tomorrow to pull his cattle off of the rest of our pastures. And when he does that, we can move into our winter water setup. And that will be the best because we have an automatic heated water out there, so we won't have to worry about water once he comes. But there's other concerns, right? We keep the cattle there pretty much all winter in that, half-acre little paddock. It gets pretty messy, but that's how we do our wintering. Who knows? Maybe we'll make another discovery and change that up, but for now, check this out. We've got the 2 bulls here doing their stare down. Oh. Okay, so this is Mr. Matt's bull here on the left. Registered Hereford, and we have our Red Devons there on the right. Oh boy. I do have electric wire separating the 2, but they like to chatter back and forth, you know. Hey boys. Everybody all right out here? Yeah. You're moving tomorrow, buddy. What do you think, Patty? Huh? Has he got you riled up? Yeah, okay. Yeah, come here. Relax. Relax. You're all fired up. Oh, easy. You're all fired up. Just relax. I know you're hungry too. All right, let's get you guys moved. Come on. I know, I got the hay out. All right, let's go. Come on, down here. Good grief. Come on. Come on, Big's got it. Show him the way, Big. Go on. You're all right. Oh, hungry. On the sprint. Come on, Patty. Come on, big boy. Go get you something to eat. You bringing water over? Hey, thanks. Come on, I'll help you out. Oh, hit the hose. That hose is frozen solid. Let me get that. You can take it back in. I'll come back and get another one, okay? Okay. Thanks, honey.
Not coming.
That's why it's not coming out?
Yeah, it's frozen.
That would be why. Frozen solid. Got any ideas there? We need to blow that out at night before we're done, don't we?
Yeah.
Or plug this thing in. Ugh. is pretty thick, isn't it? Oh yeah, we got a good couple inch ice here. Hey, Bubba. Never turn my back on him. Learned that many times. And when he starts to back up, it means it's time to get out. Because he's going to ram. It's just what he does. Yes. These are great in the summertime. Yeah, it's kind of an automatic water. Most you're probably familiar with them, but it's going to drain down as they drink. And we keep it on actually you can do a 5-gallon bucket. We do a 7-gallon bucket for our 100 meat birds. But man, when it gets cold, these things are just terrible because you only have this quarter inch line. So what we've discovered doing turkeys, when it would hit, I mean like right on 32 degrees, 31, right around in there, this thing just freezes solid. You've got no water. So very hard to work with over the winter. What's that?
I wonder if when we move over here, if the grass would be cold.
Think the grass will be cold? I bet the grass is cold. Everything's cold. Good job, guys. They're loving it.
Chicken's out.
Chicken's out. Oh my goodness, it is. Wow. Are you better now, buddy? You got something to eat? Huh? Did you calm down? Okay, let's have a check on the bees here. You can see 27.6 degrees here in the barn on top of the hive. Let's get in here and see what we got going on. Again, I'm not concerned about their heat disappearing because we have this heater in here. Okay, there they are. Let's see if I can get you down in here. Can you hear? Down in there in the cluster, there's the rest of my pollen patty, so I need to get busy, get another one out here. Okay, it's still there. We did sell one of our rams over the weekend at a family farm in southern Ohio that came up and purchased that guy. We have one left here. She was running Katahdins, and so she wanted our ram to put over her Katahdins, which would be excellent for upping that parasite resistance. But if anybody's looking, this guy's a bargain. We sell our rams for $350, used for $400, and that's normally at 90 days old. And this guy is, well, he's twice that. So if anybody's looking, get a hold of me. Love to move this guy before we hit the middle of winter here. One of the analogies that comes to mind when I look back at our past 5 years of doing this is a freight train, like a big, huge, heavy train on the tracks. And those first few years, you're pushing with everything that you have to try and just get this thing to budge. Trying to do this from scratch, it's a lot like a train. We've had tons of help, so many different facets, right, to things out here. But when I look at the way things have played out for us, or the intention that we've had, many times it looks like this. I get an idea, we take a look, do some research, poke around, and a lot of times it gets shot down in that stage and we just don't pursue it. But if it passes that initial research phase and it's something that, you know, we think can be feasible and that it would benefit the land and our family and the community, then a lot of times we go ahead with it and we try. And the way that it usually works out is there are multiple failures, right? Multiple tries, or maybe it works the first time, but it's just terribly inefficient. And so it's this process out here. It's this process of learning to circle back, learning to, emotionally kind of take those hits initially and circle back and try and try and work through it and push through it if it's something that's important to us. And a lot of times, sometimes it's not, and we fail, and we feel that we need to try something else. And so I'm saying all this because recently these guys with no real plan have gotten us into milking our cow. So we have no background in this. I did not really intend to do this. I had always known that she, Emma is an American milking Devon, registered. And so, when we bought the breed, triple purpose breed, right? Meat, milk, and draft animal, just a very old, hardy breed. That's kind of why we got into him, smaller framed. I was primarily into it for the beef. We have no plans to do a dairy. So that kind of leads me into why has this worked for our tooling around here for a week or so. It's worked because we have her in the pen guarding her calf Petey there from the black vultures, and we have trained her to go through the chute. We're able to stabilize her in the chute, and so we get curious one day, would she, if I reached in and kind of was able to handle her udder, I thought for sure she would freak out. She didn't. She didn't even move. I thought, So I think, we'll continue this for a little while here. Maybe make some homemade butter. We'll keep you in the loop, but that's the newest thing here on the ranch. Go on, down through the chute. Go on. Go on. Yeah. 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 Go on. Go on. Yeah. Go on, Em. Down through the chute. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, Em. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Good work, Sammer. Whew. Oh, yeah. You're hungry. You want your feed. Okay. Here's your treats. Okay. So this is has been totally intimidating. But we open up this side here to get in there. I have been chaining her leg so she doesn't kick, so she can't come over on me. Whew. See if you can run him up around the front. Come on, Petey. Come on. Run him up front. Thanks, honey. All right, so we're gonna clean things off here. Good girl. Wiping her off. First time I did this, I thought for sure she would go nuts, but she has not. And I know before people comment, tell me how crazy crazy bad this udder is. I already know. Save your comments. She is 10 plus years old. Still giving me baby calf every year. Good girl, Em. Good girl. One thing that we have discovered, you gotta keep this feed. Gotta keep this feed flowing. She starts going a little nutty. I know. We're getting you some. We're getting you some. Good girl, Em. Good girl. Okay, so not a lot of milk today at all. You can see 18 or so ounces. That's a half-gallon jar. You know, 15, 20 minutes messing around. Let this cream settle out. See if the kiddos and I can maybe make a little butter. Hey, Petey. Hey, come here. Say hi. Oh, there he goes. I'll let them out here. Okay, you guys ready? You ready, Pete? No, back this way, buddy. Come on. All right. Gate shut here. Let's get you out of there. There we go. Huh. Yeah. Huh. So from what I'm reading, the reason we are able to get by with just messing around on the milk front and not having to be crazy committed about it is because we keep a calf. We're keeping her calf on her. You know, if you're doing dairy as an occupation, you know, or whatever, if you're serious about it, then you know that you've got to separate that calf. And then when you do that, you've got to be sure to be out. Now, I know we try and get out here same time every day, early afternoon, and just do a little milking. And from what I've read, and I could be wrong, we are extremely novice on this. From what I've read, that calf will make up for if we would, you know, miss a day or something were to happen where we could not do it or didn't maybe milk as much in a day. That calf's going to make up for where we fall short. So